little over a week ago, I guess it was, I posted a posting of what I called the dog bite upgrade, which was an improvement on the tip for the dogs on your sawmill. I've used it a few times. It works, I think, very well. And I already saw another post. I think somebody's started manufacturing them. But you can make your own. I was just going to show how I did mine. So as I showed on the first post, I designed it to improve on the limitations from the point on the standard dog attachment that comes, in that it tends to skate down the side of your log when the log is rounded on the bottom and you can't catch it, and then the bracket sticks up and catches your saw blade. So I made this tip which makes it bite into the wood at the top of it, and so the top of it ends up being about the same level as the bracket when this is on the machine. So you only have to clear the top of it there to clear the bracket, and that's where it bites into the tree. So all it is an 1.25 inch piece of, actually this is hot rolled steel, which I think is a little softer, a little inferior to the cold roll, and I thought it might be a little easier to drill, and I don't know much about machining, so I don't know that. But you can either cut them yourself. What I did is I got a length of it, and then I cut it. I put a cutting wheel on my chop saw and chopped it so it's fairly square. It's nicer if it's square. But you could probably just go to the people that supply these and get them to cut it. The length of this one that I made is 2.5 inches, the complete length of it. And then I drilled it out. I had a 5/8 bit, which is the size that allows this to go into it and be just a little loose. It worked out very well. And so I drilled into it about a little over an inch, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. And the other end, I dished it out with a larger bit that I had, and then played with it a little bit with a Dremel tool to try to get a bit of an edge there that I wanted. But this, I did it all on the drill press. So what I did first of all is I took a block of hardwood that I had and I drilled it out with the same size bit, 1.25 inch spade bit that I had, and until the tip came through the other end. And when the tip came through the other end of the block, then I knew where the center was, and then I just took another random size bit and drilled into the center of it like that, so that once the blank that I've cut from the metal is pushed into there, then you can put it on the drill press and you can drill down right into the center of the rod and establish a center for any drilling you want to do. You can do that with both ends. So then in drilling I turned it the other way and I used that block, which I drilled, as I said, with an 1.25 inch spade bit, and I did it on my drill press so it was nice and square, and then this would hold the block in the drill press. And then I drilled down in with the 5/8 in this end, and all I had to do the other end was 1 inch. Wasn't quite enough, so it left a little bit of a ridge there, and I made the ridge a little smaller. But if you had an 1.25 inch bit, you could get it. You could make this ridge on the edge of it as sharp or as thick as you wanted it. I don't think that's a crude way to do it all, but you can do it in your home shop, and if you have a friend that's a machinist, he could probably do it a lot nicer on a lathe. And this probably could be a little bit shorter than, I wanted to make sure the two ends and the holes didn't end up meeting each other, but I allowed really more than I needed to. You could probably cut another 1/4 inch anyway off it and get it down to 2 inches or 2.25 inches. And the shorter it is in some ways, the better. Although you want to have, you want to have plenty of room to get your dog in so that it's a good tight fit there and doesn't end up going sideways on you when you push it. So anyway, that's how I did it, and I'll show a few more clips from my sawing and show that it works